trees.
Guys, welcome back to the channel, and for the past 3 weeks I've been trying to take my turbo LS swapped Foxbody Mustang to the track and see how fast this thing actually is now that we finally have some things set up with the Holly. We got the two-step, we got a new map sensor, we have the new fuel pressure stuff, we have a catch can on it, we have wastegate, we have a boost controller on it, we have launch control, we have the sloppy spool mod. We haven't taken it to the track because every single Friday night, which is the local like Friday night drags at our local drag strip, has been canceled because of rain. Because of rain. Every single Friday night, pretty much during this time of the summer, every afternoon it rains, which is really nice because it's really hot out. Today it was 101 degrees out. This stuff comes through, cools it off really nice, and then it makes the afternoon or the evening really nice, except for when you're trying to go to the track. So I think we have clear weather tonight. We're gonna take this thing to the track, see what it does. Also, I'd like to give some quick appreciation to the tow rig. I haven't really talked about this thing in a while, but this is a great setup. I mean, I love this setup. 2016 Ford F350 with a 6.7 Power Stroke turbo diesel, 2012 Hallmark 24-foot unit, some 35, some Nitto tires. This thing has been great. Almost has 85,000 miles on it. I bought it rolled. Crazy thing is, on the odometer, it shows you I've towed 33,000 miles. So of the 50,000 of me owning this thing, 33,000 has been towed. Most of that trailer. Let's go racing. Boys, time to get this thing unloaded. It's been sitting in the trailer all week, so I haven't even pulled it out. We're just gonna take her straight to tech. See what this boy runs. All right, guys, so before we make our first pass down the drag strip, I just went ahead and adjusted my boost settings. So basically this is a pulse width modulated table. We have map pressure right here, and then we have TPS. So I have 50% duty at the bottom to like add a little bit to the top of the gate to hopefully let it spool a little bit faster. And then right here is 15% duty cycle, which should probably be like 7 or 8 pounds. So instead of it hitting 18, which it did on 50%, we're just gonna start off slow. I just wanna make a good pass on it, kind of adjust the boost levels and stuff from there. So I guess the only thing there's left to do is throw this thing in the line. We're gonna go ahead and log this whole run and see what she runs. All right, boys, getting ready to do our first pass. Picked up some steam there at the end. It was hitting 13 pounds of boost. So I wonder what that ran. All right, so for the first pass, technically, did a 12.3 at 116 with a 1.960 foot with a 6.8 second reaction time. So I was basically just sitting there in third gear, like doing the like little sloppy spool mod thing, where you basically sit there and you're like, and then I let off the button and I waited for it to come out of third gear into first gear and then kind of release the brake from there, and that's when it comes off the two-step and everything. So still playing with the settings and adjustment off of that. It essentially launched at 7 pounds of boost. It was 7 pounds of boost first, second, and then when it got into third gear, it like ramped up to 12 pounds. So I don't know if we have like a little bit of boost creep stuff or stuff like that, but 12.3, 116, not bad for the first pass. We're giving you the chance to take home this 1964 Chevrolet C10. This is Project Build giveaway number 10, which is, that's kind of cool. C10 Project Build giveaway number 10. All you gotta do to get entered for a chance to win this thing, head over to MotionAutoTV.com or MotionAutoPerformance.com. Every dollar you spend is an automatic entry for a chance to win this thing. It's got a 468 big block. It is the single cab, short bed, fleet side. It's pretty much the one that everybody wants, and this unit could be yours. All you gotta do is get entered. Click that link in the description. See you there. flame. That was a pretty big flame. 8 pounds of boost so far. It's pretty dark in here. So it was a 12.4 at 99 miles an hour because it did some weird stuff at the top of the track. It might have been an 11 if we would have been good. It was like 9 pounds of boost is what it was looking at. This was that pass right there. So 2 160 foot, so a slower 60 foot. We went 8.1 to the 8th, and then we let out after that, probably a little bit before the 1,000 foot. 12.4 at 99. So it was gonna be a faster pass at way lower mile an hour. It felt a lot better, and then it just did some weird stuff. Just did the second pass of the night. Ran into some issues. So the first run like didn't log, but what it's doing is it's like over boosting as you're going down the track. So first, second gear fine, but as soon as it gets into third gear, like the boost just goes to like 16 to 18 pounds. So right here, we're cruising through the log, and you can see, it's kind of hard to see over here. That right there is our boost, is our RPM, throttle percentage. So we're making about 9 pounds, and you can see it goes to 10. And right there, it goes up to 19 pounds, but you can also see at the same time our fuel pressure. So right here, that yellow line, it's solid 43 right here, and then right as we're like letting out, it jumps up to 78 pounds of fuel pressure, like as it does like a backfire. I think the reason it did a backfire, 27 pounds of boost. 27 pounds of boost, and then it did a backfire. We got some things to figure out. So I don't know if it's basically doing like a lean spool, where it's like going a little bit lean, so then it spools the turbo a little bit more. It's fact like it's maybe like draining the little surge tank, and maybe we need either a bigger one or we just need to sump the tank and do something else. So I don't know, trying to figure it out. The timing was 10 degrees right there. It's 14 degrees at 20 pounds, and we are on pump gas right now. So the boost, the pulse width on the boost controller was only 10 pounds right then, and it just sent it to the moon. I don't know if I should run it again because I don't want to blow it up doing that stuff, or maybe I just kind of pedal it through. But the first pass, it let me do it, but it seemed like it got up to like 13 pounds at the end. This time it got up to like 27, but it was only there for a split second. I think that was on like basically as soon as I let off. So alright, so basically just lowered the duty cycle on the boost, and I'm gonna go test it out again. I lowered the boost cut to like 18 pounds, and that's pretty much exactly what happened. That's why it did the flame, was because it cut ignition. If we wouldn't have hit that boost cut, this thing would have blew up right there on that pass. The boost cut was at 21 pounds, and it hit 27 on the map sensor, but it only hit it for like one frame. It was like 19, 21, cut, 27, gone. So the Holly saved it, which is good. So the last pass felt pretty sluggish, and this red line right here, that's my RPM. So going right there, that little peak is like 6,100 RPM. So from first, it shifts from first to second at 6,100 RPM. Then it shifts to third gear right here at 5,300 RPMs. And then it goes all the way down to 4,400 RPM right there, and just like kind of lugs the rest of the track. It's like, you know, going down the end of the track. The first and second gear felt pretty good, but that first one, like right there, so you can see this is the two-step. Basically on the two-step at 3,300 or so. Come off of the two-step, and it goes up good. The fuel pressure looked good on that one, and I think possibly what it is for the fuel pressure is maybe my fuel tank is a little bit low. So something like that. I don't know why. maybe it looks like I might have lifted off the throttle a little bit right here. That's TPS. So you can see I went from like 100% throttle to 80% throttle. So maybe it thought it was okay to like shift like that. So I think I need to keep it pinned the whole time, but I was just kind of afraid that it was going to like overboost or something. So boost held fine. It was only an average of 8 pounds that whole run. Maybe we'll let the tranny cool off. Tranny gets up to like 220 after doing that. Doesn't really like it a whole lot. So we need to figure that out too, or maybe figure out maybe another tranny to actually get a good trans brake in this thing to improve the 60 foot. 60 foot is terribly so. It's like 2.1, which is really bad. So this is that last pass. So you can see a 2.08 to the 60 foot, 8.1 to the 8, 12.9 total at 105. And then the first pass we ran of the day, what was it, 116? So it was 16, basically 11 mile an hour that we lost from turning the boost down, because on that one of that first passes it was 20 pounds and this thing was freaking ripping. Hitting 20 pounds of boost. 20 pounds. Last pass of the night. 5th pass, basically. I have the wastegate duty cycle at 16, which the previous, what I started off tonight with was 15, and it was like 9 pounds, and it was holding that fine. But I put it at 16 because I wanted to see if it had a little bit more, and then it just goes up to 20. So either something's kind of like super touchy with the boost controller. I don't know, we basically just need to figure that out. But air fuel and everything looks super solid the whole way through. Timing is pretty safe. But yeah, right now it's literally just creeping up to like 18 pounds and it's ripping. Like this thing, like that's what it needs to be, like is 18 pounds. But right now I just want to be able to like control it a little bit more. So if we had E85 in it, I'd be cool with that. The fuel pressure is still dropping a little bit, but I still haven't filled up the tank. You can see fuel pressure actually went down to about 30 pounds, 15 pounds of boost. So figuring out some things, having a couple little issues, but that is what these like test and tune things are all about. Pretty stoked on you know, the fact that it ran a 12.3. That was his first pass and the best one. But I would like to get this thing on some E85 so that way if we do hit these high boost numbers, we can. And possibly we might need to add another wastegate to it or play with the boost control a little bit more because it overboosting like that. Because I want to be able to tell it to run 8 pounds and have it do that, or at least be able to like know 15% is 8 pounds, but when you do 16% it goes to 20. So if you guys like this video, if you want to see some more stuff with this thing at the track, see you guys later. Appreciate you watching. Don't forget to enter for the C10 giveaway. See you in the next one.